now going to add some
right here.
bumpers. Sorry. Okay. Remember what the bumpers did in the toe? Tell me. Stopped it from hitting. So what the bumper is going to do here is going to stop any over compression that I put on my tape from actually bumping up and rubbing against my injured structure. Okay, my injured structure is either my TFCC and or my ECU tendon. So you see how I put my bumper well on the outside of where I feel that the ECU was, right? Okay, so the ECU is probably running down right about here. And if I needed to check it, I could with a little muscle test to make sure. Go up, yeah, that it's in there, okay? And I've captured it. Okay, if I knew that they didn't have anything going on with their ECU, I could put it on this side. Not even worry about the ECU. But what did we say is one of the components of the TFCC? The sheath. So if you think the sheath is going to be involved, isn't it smarter to just capture the whole system, right? I think so too. So we're going to make sure that we create these bumpers. Now, you don't have to use the bumpers. If you felt this person doesn't need it that badly, we can go around and we don't need the bumpers. You don't use the bumpers. You would just use anchors instead, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to throw a couple anchors on. Because again, the tape needs something to stick to, right? So I can put a little anchor on the outside of each of my, and I like to do it like this. Typically is my position. Okay, so we've got bumpers and we've got anchors, okay? If you didn't want to use bumpers, you just put where you put the bumpers, you put your anchors, okay? So now we're going to start the unload. So I'm going to show you how I did this with my thirds, the same way I do it with my halves, except I make one more slit, okay? So I'll make two slits. I'll pull out one and let it hang. I'll pull out the other, then I'll reconnect them, okay? And then we start to cut the pieces that I need that are the length that I need, okay? So that's how we'll do that quick and dirty. Hold that guy up. I start from the base, I pinch, and I lay down. And I made it just short. I pinch them together, I put tension, and I pull along, okay? I'm going to pull up some longer ones. I overlap 50% on the one that was going in the same direction. You should start to see the wrinkling. Now, a very picky athlete is going to check that every piece is done well. So she's going to say, okay, keep going. We're going to test every single one that you put down, because they know exactly how it's felt, and if you didn't do it the same way as the day before, they're going to know it. Hold them up. That one's going to be a smidge long. We're going to ignore that. So we go all the way up until she is fully encompassed. Again, that one was a little short because it didn't hit my anchor completely. Okay, let's make a couple longer pieces. So once you know the wrist size that you're dealing with, you know exactly what you need. And I try to make as many as I can on the front end. I do not like to cut tape in between the tape job. I like to just have all the pieces ready. So right here that's it. Like that is as high as we want to get her. I'm going to go one more here to finish it. I shouldn't see any of those bumpers left. And now I know I captured the fovea. Okay? So we captured the fovea. There's your unload. Okay? You can re-anchor, which is what we which is what we do with all tape. Now I will tell you a quick and dirty. If I have 3 minutes, I don't anchor here underneath, and I don't re-anchor because it's a step I can save if I need it. You're going to do it like this on your practical, but you have coverall under here. So this can act as an anchor, okay? So if you only have, like we did, only a few minutes to really tape and treat, we cut out a few steps. I sometimes don't re-anchor because I know I'm going around with light blast. Okay, that's going to help me re-anchor. And then they're going to put their wristband on it. So I know I'm going to be well anchored here. So for the purposes of learning the full technique, this is how you're going to do it. Okay, so they're going to check. Yep, okay, that's good. I can't get to that pane. They'll do it in the training room. They'll grab their racket. They'll make sure. If they feel, or you feel, they need more support, or when they go like this, they're like, I can still feel it a little, okay? You're going to add a block. So, where do they not like to go? Where's the pain? Ulnar deviation and extension. So I'm going to block those two things. They're here. I put my block right on the fovea. Now push into me straight, the whole arm. I'm blocking, and we wrap around. Now, I did not have to make it all the way around. It just happened to be that that was the full length. I can stop a little shy. I usually do about 2 anchors. Check now. So now she has much more of a block there, right? So if I really needed 2, I would overlap them. Go again. Push. Now try. She's not going anywhere. She's not going to hit that TFCC now. If I also felt that she needed an extension block, I would add a block to extension. So I put her here. I always like to put my frayed edges inside. I like all my sharp edges on the outside so it can't catch on anything. Push straight up, and I go down and attach. Okay, so now she can't get to her in-range extension. Okay, but somebody who has an injury is going to not want to get there. And you can always start by doing 1 block of each extension or ulnar deviation, or 2 of one or 2 of the other, and then they come back in and they tell you, I still had pain when I did this, and then if you still had pain, you didn't do enough. So the other combination you can use is a deviation extension combination. So I can come at her right here, push straight up that corner. Okay, you see how that's a combo, right? And so, bam, when she gets there, she's not going to be able to go. All right? So then I will finish her with a light blast, again making sure to not catch through her hand. And usually I have a piece left over somewhere. I'll finish like that. Okay? So